Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The invocation of the mantra Shakti is by way of hammering the thought waves on the different chakras. So, suppose you are chanting Om Namah Shivaya. So, hammer that mantra on the chakra. So, Mooladhara chakra. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. By that constant hammering, that chakra bheda starts happening. And in this manner, we have seen how from the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agya and Sahasrara, we go step by step. This is one way, one path. The other one is also belonging to the mantra Shakti only. And in that, we start the other way around. The divine potentiality, the Shakti, with reference to Shiva, she is called as Shakti. With reference to Krishna, she is called as Radha. With reference to Ram, she is called as Sita. One and the same. So this Shakti is first step unmanifest. Second step, beginning of the manifestation. But manifestation has not happened. Ankurot mukha. It is just ready to sprout. The third stage is where the manifestation has begun, but the differentiation has not happened. And then the next stage is where the differentiation has happened only at the thought level. And the last one, where the thoughts and the objects are differentiated. So these are the four stages. The speech by which I am talking to you, it is called as Vaikhari Vani. Khara in Sanskrit means donkey. So Vaikhari Vani. Talking foolishly, Vaikhari Vani. So where our speech is engaged, our speech is engaged in talking about others, evaluating others, complaining, feeling pity on oneself. Why should I live? Yes, as I also think. That is Vaikhari Vani. So we have to get rid of all this. Therefore, Vaikhari Vani is engaged for chanting any mantra. Now there are two things. One is mantra chanting, when you take the mantra from the Guru, and in that mantra you may add any bija. If you are taking the Vedic mantra, the bij is Om. If you are taking the Shakta mantra, the bij is Klim, Rim, Om. These are the three bijas. And with the bija, the mantra is chanted. So, Hari Om, for example, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Gam is the bija. And then The second way is chant any Lord's name. So when you chant any Lord's name like Sri Ram, Sri Ram, without any bija mantra or taking any formal initiation, then that mantra chanting is also okay. Now when we chant this mantra incessantly, continuously, but not mechanically, it should not be done mechanically. The secret of all the spiritual practice is nothing should be done mechanically. So we chant Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. No hurry, no sankalpa. I am going to chant so many numbers. I am going to chant for this purpose. No sankalpa. Simply chanting. This mantra chanting, when it is done for a period of time, in this number is not important, but how intensely and sincerely you are chanting, that is important. When it is chanted, first of all, we have to begin with the Vaikhari Vani. See, for the first time when I was given the Gayatri Mantra, so we were told, you chant loudly, Om Bhur Bhu Saha Tasya, and 11 times is enough. But I am very wise. Why should I listen to the teacher? So I started chanting not loudly in the mind. Why 11 times? I can chant 108 times. And then Bill Gates came. One window, Om Bhurbhu Swaha Tasaiturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayate. Second window, I had to wash my clothes, 3 days clothes are there still, there's no water, it's so cold. Next window, and Bill Gates used to open windows. And then the japa is going on. Om Bhurbhu Swaha Tasaiturvarenyam. And when you come to know, oh God, there's still so many to go, then you start SMSing. So, others think he is doing japa, but I know. Therefore, never. First of all, chant loudly. Loudly doesn't mean with a mic, sit in your room. And then chant with all devotion and love, not forgetting anything. No sankalpa. Just for the joy of it. And slowly. This Lord's name has its own inherent potentiality. Even if we don't understand the meaning of the mantra, doesn't matter. See, like many people insist, we should know the meaning of the mantra. We take paracetamol. Do we know how the pharmacology of the paracetamol works in our system? But it works. In the same manner, don't worry how to take and what is the meaning of Rama. See? Chant ulta, then you will understand. So, when this mantra is chanted by Vaikhari Vani for a longer period of time, Vaikhari Vani becomes purified. And when we chant the Lord's name for a longer period of time, our words are able to make the listener fully attentive and it becomes effective. When the Vaikhari Vani is not purified, this will not happen. See? Therefore, first Vaikhari Vani. In Vaikhari Vani, the word and the meaning of the word are separate. Book is the word, and what is in my hand is the meaning of the word book. This experience in the waking state, when we are identified with the gross body, is called as Vaikhari Vani. When we thus chant the Lord's name in the Vaikhari Vani becomes purified, mature, then the mantra migrates from the Vaikhari Vani to the Madhyama Vani. Madhyama Vani operates when we are functioning predominantly only through the subtle body or the mind. And that time it is, the mantra is chanted, effort is there, but it is parashruti agochara. Others are not able to hear what we are chanting, but something is going on. And when somebody goes, Onasha, 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 and it goes, so that others should know we are chanting. So that is the Madhyama Vani, where the mantra is chanted, and in this state, the object and the word, both of them are of the nature of thought. See what they call in Hindi, khayali pulav. We only imagine. I wish I go there. How nice it will be. So you are here only. So I wish I go is a thought, and the object that we imagine is also a thought. So that state of the speech where object and the word referring to that object, both of them are only of the nature of thought. Vrityatmakam. That is Madhyama Vani. So when we chanted Vaikhari Vani, then it became purified, we come to Madhyama Vani, throat. That is the Vishuddha Chakra. Then when Madhyama Vani becomes purified and mature, the mantra migrates on its own. We don't have to do anything. In the Pashyanti Vani. Now about Pashyanti Vani, different people have got different opinions. Some of them say the Pashyanti Vani is in the heart. Some of them say Pashyanti Vani is in the Manipur Chakra. It doesn't matter for us. So we come to the Pashyanti Vani. And what is the Pashyanti Vani? Pashyanti Vani is that experience where the object and the thought referring to the object are not yet differentiated. Now see the difference. Vaikhari Vani, the thought and object are separate from each other. Madhyama Vani, object and word indicating the object, both are thoughts. In the Pashyanti Vani, the word and the word indicating the object, they are not separated. There, Pashyanti, only there is awareness of otherness. But the differentiation has not taken place. It is here the Siddha Mahatmas live, at this stage. And because the word and the meaning of the word are not separated, and therefore whatever word they indicate, the meaning happens. And this is what is called as Siddha Sankalpa. See, this is the Pashyanti Vani. And it is here we get caught up. And when we transcend this catch of Maya, then ultimately we merge in the Paravani. The Paravani is at the base of the spine, Mooladhara. So see the two techniques I told you. We start from Mooladhara, end up and disappear in the Absolute. Or we started from the Vaikhari Vani, we came to the Madhyama, came to the Pashyanti, and ultimately merge in the Paravani. Whichever path we take is not important. Idea is, are we reaching our essential nature or not? That is important. Therefore, these Shakti, the meaning of the mantra, Vidya Sharira Satta Mantra Rahasyam, this is the mantra Rahasya. This is the secret of all the mantras. And in this manner, when we are able to slowly withdraw from the full manifest to the subtle manifest to the ready to manifest to the unmanifest. 4 stages. Paravani is unmanifest. Pashyanti ready to manifest. Madhyama subtle manifest. Vaikhari full manifest. Therefore, Vaikhari Vani practicing in the waking state, we have got a very clear picture of everything. Madhyama Vani predominantly functioning in the dream, there is not very distinct understanding. Pashyanti Vani is in the deep sleep state. These are the 3 places we are constantly running, coming, going out and out. When we become aware of this, then we have learned the mantra rahasya, the secret of mantra. Now, when these powers are recognized, then what happens? Yesham tu evam vidham etan mantravirya prokta maharadhanusandhana aupayikam api parameshwara ichchataha eva na vrudengami bhavati apitu anushangika matra bindu nada dik kala janitasu mita siddhishu chittam rohati tesham. When in this manner, evam vidha, in this manner, when the mantra virya is being invoked, see, now what is the invocation of the mantra virya? The power of the mantra. We are reaching nearer to our conscious blissful self through the process of mantra sadhana. See? So those who have done this type of mantra sadhana, then prokta maharadhanu sandhana aupayika api parameshwara ichchataha na vrudengami bhavati. But the Lord doesn't want that this fellow should come back. Then it is why parameshwara ichchataha, it is his will. Up to Pashyanti Vani is the effort of the seeker. Thereafter, Hari Ichcha. See? And when the seeker comes to that Pashyanti Vani, all the divine powers start manifesting. And then, Parameshwara Ichchataha na vrudengami bhavati apitu, but what happens? Anushangika matra bindu nada dik kala janitasu mita siddhishu chittam rohati. But the mind is now caught up in the trap of various experiences one starts getting. See? Which are those experiences? Anushangika, secondary, byproduct. Like, when you are a prime minister, you get the security. You don't have to do anything. Anushangika. See? When you get married, the 3rd ring of your life begins. Life is a 3-ring circus. Do you know? Yes or no?
No.
First is the engagement ring. Second is the wedding ring. Third is the suffer ring. 3rd ring. Anushangika. It is just going to happen. So, when the seeker is thus becoming subtler and subtler, coming nearer and nearer to his own self, to the level of Pashyanti Vani, then all these experiences start happening. Which are those? Anushaka Matram, Bindu, Nada, Dikkala, Janitasu. See? Now, these are various kinds of experiences which come. And these experiences become so important that we want to be very attentive, that we want to repeat our meditation. See, you start chanting Om Namah Shivaya with all intensity, sincerity. Then you may start hearing sometime. First is what? Bindu. You may start seeing some bright light. Or you may experience absolute pitch darkness. Or you may experience various kinds of color patterns. And when this happens, have you seen? No, I have seen. Then meditation becomes only seeing the colorful thing. And this doesn't continue all the time, it stops. Because all that comes, it ends. It's a rule. And when it stops, Swamiji, I don't know what happened, since last few days I am not seeing any light. See? Now his whole meditation is, light kahan gaya? Let it go, who cares? I explained you the meaning of light. See? Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Light doesn't mean this what we are seeing. Light means that which illuminates. That's called as light. So, like our eyes illuminate the objects, and objects are illuminated by the sun is illuminated by the eyes are illuminated by the mind is illuminated by the consciousness. That is the light. Therefore, first Bindu, then Nada. Then we start hearing various kinds of sounds. They are natural. Anahata Dvani. These are the sounds which are uncreated sounds. So, one starts hearing either the Shankha Dvani or the Mridanga Dvani or the cymbals or the Ghantanad. Now we get caught up in that. Yesterday I heard, today why I am not hearing? I think, whose face I have seen in the morning? Wife says, in the morning today you are done shaving, remember? Bindu Nada, then Dikkala Janitasu, then various kinds of different times, different things have happened in a different place. Then we go on imagining, when I went to that place, I had a very deep meditation. So every time I will go and do meditation there, I guarantee you, you go to the same place, you will never get that experience. Because you are not the same. See, the one who experienced has died after the experience. You continue to exist. These are the various kinds of speed breakers. And we get caught up in that. So, Janitasu mita siddhishu chittam rohati. Then the mind is totally rohati, arohati, climbs. The mind is all the time lost only in them. Now, then what happens? Garbhe chitta vikasaha avashishta vidya sapnaha. Next sutra. Garbhe, in the garbha, in the womb of this Maya, where the seeker has, by the process of his mantra sadhana, he has come up to the Prakriti, Maya. See? And when one has come to the Maya Garbhe, Chitta Vikasaha. Chitta Vikasaha is what? Chitta, the mind, Vikasaha, contentment, satisfaction. This is one of the biggest obstacles on the spiritual path. One should be satisfied in the worldly things. When it comes to the spiritual practice, there should not be tushni bhav. This is called technically as tushni bhav. तुष्णि भाव means what? बस हो गया, आप मेडिटेशन आप खत्म, हम क्या करेंगे, कई दिनों से करेंगे. हाँ, the tushni bhava should not be allowed, and it comes because we start getting various experiences of different siddhis, and then we imagine that is the end. No, these are the obstacles. Therefore, Garbha Akhyatir Mahamaya Tatra Tadatmake Mitamintra Siddhi Prapanche Yati Chittasya Vikasaha Tavan Matre Prapanche Santoshaha. So when the mind has gone to the Prakriti or the Maya, Mahamaya, then the mind starts experiencing, aha, what an experience, floating. Others are watching. We get so much enchanted by that. One yogi came to Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, walking the Ganges, on the Ganges, he walked. And when a yogi comes with so much of thing and if he is not recognized, feels extremely insulted. Whenever anybody feels insulted, understand, I is very strong. See? Jnana mana jahu ekahu nahi. The real wisdom is you are insult proof. Nobody can insult us, nobody can honor us. Because we don't depend on anyone in this world. So this yogi came, and the other devotees were sitting with Mahatma Ji. And then when he came, nobody attended, made his presence felt. Then Bhagwan Ramakrishna said, please come, see, yogi has come. And then when he was I came walking on the Ganges. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa casually, my God, how many years you did this practice sadhana? 25 years. So after 25 years of sadhana, what he has saved is 1 rupee. You could have paid 1 rupee and crossed the river. See, friends. But this can never be recognized. We get caught because others can't even swim and we walk. This is how here Garbhe, in the womb of this Mahamaya, Garbhe. Therefore, when a seeker starts his spiritual journey and starts purifying the mind, we come to a folk wherein either we get lost in the Maya or we bypass the Maya and merge in the Absolute Self. This folk is the most dangerous one. See? Therefore, Tavan Matre Prapanche Santoshaha Asau Eva Avashishta Sarvajana Sadharana Rupa Vidya Kinchit Netva Swarupa Ashuddha Vidya. And this is a great attraction for the sadharana, for the worldly people. The great attraction. But in fact, it is not Vidya, it is Avidya. And it is Ashuddha Rupa. Because it is holding you to the relative world. See, friends, when we become special as a result of our spiritual practice, we are on the wrong path. Spiritual evolution is not becoming special. Losing all the speciality. Are we carrying less load of speciality? I am man, I am woman, I am rich, I am poor, I am imported, I am exported, I am educated, I am not educated. Do you think there is less problem with us? One more. Spiritual. See, friends, the real spiritual progress is you lose all your speciality, no status. That is important. Ramakrishna Paramas Bhagwan is to be childlike. And somebody told that when a Mahatma is behaving childlike, he is slowly losing his special status. Our condition is today like the iceberg. 1/3 above, 2/3 below. On the iceberg, life is not supported. Life is supported only in the waters. And what is the iceberg? Nothing but the water. In the same manner. What is I? Nothing but the pure consciousness. Unless this iceberg dissolves, then there is no separate identity. And when there is no separate identity, there is no comparison, there is no respect, there is no dishonor. See? Therefore, here, तावत् प्रपंचे संतोषः असौ एव अवशिष्टा सर्वजन साधारण रूपा विद्या किंचिज्ञत्व स्वरूपा अशुद्ध विद्या. This is not in reality wisdom. This is not real achievement in life. See? Sa eva swapnaha. This is just a dream. Don't we see many things in the dream which are most impossible? In the same manner, in this waking dream, we are satisfied with various powers that we gather. Bhedanishto vichitro. See how beautiful. Bhedanishtaha vichitraha vikalpatma brahmaha. That which is working on the foundation of differences and otherness is a delusion. See, friends, analyze your experience. In the waking state, my waking state is different from yours. My waking state is I have to talk whether somebody listens or not. Your waking state is you keep on talking, who listens? Different. My dream is different, your dream is different. Your dream is you are taking the child to the school, and when you went there the school was long, and then you don't know what to do, you came back. But what else dream you can have? My dreams are different. One day I dreamed such a beautiful dream. I was going by a car somewhere, and in India you get many things to see around. So there was one, person making the monkeys dance. Gangaram, Gangaram, Rupmati se shaadi karoge? Dun, 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 collect money. That is the way. Gangaram is very happy. After some time, then Rupmati comes, another monkey, dressed, like that, skirt and all that. Not sari. And then Rupmati, then collect money. Then, will you marry Gangara? Two. And that picture on my head. Then I went, my only experience is giving lectures. So I finished my lecture and went home and had food and very gaseous food, and then I slept. So the gases started generating the dreams. Dream was Gangaram giving lecture. And Roopmati listening. So your dreams are different, my dreams are different. But when it comes to our deep sleep experience, our deep sleep experience is common. In our deep sleep, my deep sleep and your deep sleep is not separate. Because in the deep sleep, there is no sense of otherness. See, friends, in the same manner, when we enter the deep sleep, and what joy we have born out of ignorance, the same joy we get when we are controlling these various Shaktis and powers and exhibiting them before the world and getting the applause. It is the Ashuddha Vidya. It is not the ultimate in life. See, friends. Therefore, you must have seen many Mahatmas, people go there with all respect and reverence, but there is a fear complex. They are not cheerful and happy. See? No, don't go there. So all of them go, are you going for sacrifice or what? Why there is a fear? See, friend, there should not be, wherever there is fear, we are not walking the spiritual path. See, friends. And fear always happens when the sense of otherness is valid. There should be respect and reverence, but not fear. And fear happens because maybe if something wrong happens, there is something. See? And therefore, here it is very said, Kinchit Ajna Swarupa Ashuddha Vidya Sa Eva Sapnaha. This is what is the dream. Bhedanishtaha Vichitra Vikalpatma Brahmaha. So this is only a delusion, only Bhedanishta. We are talking only about the relativity. Taduktam Patanjali. Patanjali Maharshi also has said the same thing. What he said? Te samadhau upasarga vyuthane siddhayaha. All these various experiences that we gather on our way to the self, they are upasarga, they are obstacles. And Vyuthane, when the yogi comes out of his samadhi abhyas, they become siddhayaha, they become various siddhis. And once we are caught up in this, then you are booked for your life. See, friends, it is such a terrible thing. The addiction for your worldly drinks or drugs can be cured. But the addiction for these various siddhis, doing good to the world, blessing, is a terrible thing. See? One should never get carried away by this. There was a great Mahatma in Amritsar. He used to sit in a temple, unclaimed. People used to throw something, he used to eat that. And one day, one Mahatma was talking on Brahma Sutra. And he was sitting quiet. And while talking, one of the sutra, he got caught up in his own, because Brahma Sutra is extremely logical. And there are not many, questions, answers, and all kinds of arguments. And in that, he got lost. He said, oh God, I got lost. I'll tell you tomorrow, I'm confused. This person who was unclaimed, he casually said, Mahatma ji, is this the meaning of this sutra? Casually. Immediately that person who was giving lecture, he came and touched his feet. Sir, you are not ordinary. You are hiding yourself. Do you think people will spare him? When Mahatma Ji has gone and touched his feet, he must be great. So, pakdo. What he did, that very night, he disappeared. Nobody knew where he has gone. It is extremely dangerous game to get lost in this. Upanishad, in one of the places it comes, Janan apihi medhavi jadavat lokam achare. Lead your life like a Dumbo. We don't have to exhibit, prove anything to anybody in this world. See? Therefore, te samadhau upasargaha vyuthane siddhaya. And then when one is out of the samadhi, they become all siddhis. But while you are wanting to enter the divine abode, they are the obstacles. Because we are caught up in this prakriti or the matter. Ato vindurato nado rupam asmadato rasaha pravardante achirenaiva shobhagatvena dehinaha. See? So what are the things that happen? First of all, one gets lost in the various kinds of vindurataha, lights that we see, nadaha, various kinds of sounds we hear, rupam, various kinds of forms. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna has come and gone. Now I don't know when he will come. Get lost only in that. All these experiences are meant only for intensifying our longing to know the truth. But instead of this, we get lost only in these experiences. Therefore, whatever experiences you have, never discuss or talk among yourselves. Only if you have to talk and get guidance, talk to a Mahatma who is well versed in that. Otherwise, you get, तुमको क्या दिखाता कल? बंदर. नहीं, मैं अपने बारे में नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ. Don't get in this all kinds of things. So, rupa, then rasaha, various kinds of tests you start getting without eating anything. You know what happens? Be very attentive. When the mind becomes totally identified with the rasa tanmatra. Rasa tanmatra is the tanmatra of the water. Rasa, it is because of this rasa tanmatra, because of which we have different tastes possible. The sweet, the sour, the salty, etc. Punjancy, tikha is not a taste. Do you know that? Mirchi is not a taste. It is only irritation. Like sweetness is a taste, pungency is not a taste. Because when you put the sugar on your tongue, you get sweet experience. When you put the sugar on your skin, do you get? No. When you take the chili and the placenta of the chili where the seeds are attached, you rub it on your tongue. The same thing you do to your skin, there also there is the irritation. Because this pungency is not a taste, it is only irritation. So all these various kinds of tastes are experienced. He who is identified with the rasa tanmatra, then for that person, he has to only think of that. Think of Sri Khanda and the taste you get. Think of dhokla and you get that taste. See? And then this becomes great siddhis. So, rupam, ataha, rasaha, pravartanti, achirenaiva, kshobhagatvena dehinaha. So these are kshobha, these are obstacles, these are disturbances. This is not good. Therefore, never get carried away by any experience that you get on when you are sitting for any experience. One thumb rule, anything which comes, stays and goes is illusion. One simple thumb rule. See, that which has never come, never modified and never gone, that alone is the truth. With this thumb rule you live. There will be zero effort. Then there won't be any problem of any kind. I don't know, last few days I am not able to meditate. What is to be done? Do Shirshasana. See, remain in awareness. Don't do this struggle. Soksho bhagatve nahi dehinaha. Therefore, all these various kinds of lights, sounds, forms, they start coming, and when one gets identified with this, they become great, great experiences. And be very attentive. When the mind of the yogi is withdrawn from the subtlety and identification with these Panchatanmatras, and he comes back to again the body consciousness, I am the body notion, all this disappear. Then when they are gone, kahan gaya awaaz? Awaaz do. And then your meditation is wanting to repeat that sound, and it will never be done. Meditation is not a repetitive experience. Repetition is possible only when it is finite. In the infinite, there is no repetition possible. Forms can be repeated. The formless cannot be repeated. Sounds can be repeated. Silence cannot be repeated. See, friends, in this manner, Garbhe Chitta Vikasaha, the mind is slowly getting this kind of satisfaction. Kafi ho gayi. I don't know where I had gone. They were talking about this. They will be sitting in a row. They will be doing the various yoga practices, Kriya Yoga, and then various kind of thing. And then there will be competition. How much frog-like you can jump? 6 inches. Not fit for Diksha. Unless you jump more than 6 inches. But it was little less. But if you don't mind, it's realistic. I am not joking. This happens. See, friends. These are all at the external level. It has nothing to do with Paramatma. See. Therefore, it is said, Kshurasya dhara nishita duritya durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti. It is like walking on a razor's edge. You get lost and get hurt. So, now, yada tu agatam api mita siddhim khili krutya parameva sthitim avashtabnati yogi tada. However, when a yogi is no more interested in these worldly siddhis that are the byproducts of the spiritual practice. See, friends, like we all keep the cow for what? Cow dung. We keep for milk. One day I was going somewhere in India. There was one old lady with us in the car. And something happened and we had to stop somewhere. And there was one farm, government farm, cattle farm. So she said, Swamiji, let us go to this farm. I said, what is there to see other than smelling the cow dung smell? No, don't say like that. We should go Mata. Go then. So I went to Go Mata. And when she saw so many cows there, Swamiji, please ask somebody, I want to carry the Gomutra. I said, my God, now what to do with this lady? Carrying Gomutra all the way. So I said, Mama, you can't carry Gomutra here. Why? I said, these cows are English cows. Yes, I know this. I said, English cows give urine. Indian cows give gomutra. And the son of that lady who was driving me, he said, Swamiji, thank you so much. Or else she would have made me go somewhere, correct something and carry the gomutra all the way. So the cow dung, the mutra, it is a byproduct. We don't have to keep the cattle for that. They are kept basically for milk. In the same manner, all these various siddhis which appear, they are secondary. So the one who has khili krutya, he has just discarded them, just like that. See? And param eva sthitim avastabhnati. And he wants nothing less than the absolute. See? There are two types of yogis therefore. One type of yogi, they are caught up. And there are second type, they are not caught up in anything. See? Swami Nityananda of Ganesh Puri. It is from his place only we started our Ananda Mangal camp in India. Many years before, one of my friends, a Malayali, he said, Swamiji, we should have camp somewhere. And I was going to Nityananda Baba's place. So when we went there, I said, hey, let's have camp here, do something and do it. So he has organized and no arrangement proper, everything was a problem. I said, don't worry. And then what should be the name of the camp? I said, Ananda Mangal camp. Okay, then who can come for this camp? Age group? I said, write down. Bacche, children. Bal Bacche, Grahasthas. Then Bal Bache, Vanaprastha, and Bache, Sannyasi. Anybody can come for this camp. Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, anybody can come. And what we are going to do here, time pass. See? So that Ananda Mangal camp was born in that Nityananda Baba's place. So when we were having that camp there, I was reading some of his literature and something. He had only one bad feeling in his life. Nobody has come to me to know about the truth. Everybody has come. My son is like that, my daughter is like that, my business is like that, what should I do? Do something. Nothing else. Who wants to know? So even such a great master that he was, he had this regret. Nobody wants Paramatma. Everybody is interested only in this worldly thing. Therefore, khili krutya. Those who have discarded all this worldly enchantment and param eva sthitim avastabhnati, yogi, he who wants nothing but the truth, then what happens? Vidya samutthane swabhavike khechari shivavastha. So, Vidya Samutthane, when the experience of the non-dual being becomes confirmed. See, in one place, Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes, as much we are experiencing that I am the body is such a solid truth, to the same intensity, when we come to discover and experience that the absolute conscious being is my essential nature, then alone the truth is revealed. We have no doubt about ourselves being a body. In the same manner, when there is no doubt of any kind about our being, the Satchidananda, till then we are still walking the path. So, Vidya Samutthane, when the truth is revealed firmly, Swabhavike, Swabhavike means without any efforts, naturally abiding in truth. See, that effortlessness, if you want to understand, is something like how the birds fly. Nobody teaches them, like we have to take our children to the swimming pool, and then, don't worry, you will not drown. Water doesn't keep any dirt, it throws away. But when it comes to the fish, no training. It is natural, swabhavike. Thus, when we start living spontaneously, effortlessly in this experience of being aware, not aware of anything, no. Living as awareness. So, Vidya Samuthane Swabhavike Khechari. Now this Khechari Mudra is one of the biggest thing in the Yoga Shastra. In Khechari Mudra, they say, I went one day to one great Mahatma, great Siddha Yogi, and he told me, Anuvananda, I will teach you Khechari Mudra. I said, okay, teach. Then he told me something, and I tried 2-3 days, and I said, this is not my bite, I can't do it. It's all physical oriented. You have to sit here, it will give, and I'll explain it in detail. And in that, when you sit, and then this happens, and then the Khechari Mudra takes place. So that is not the meaning. Khechari Shivavastha, abidance in the absolute consciousness. Now, here, Prang Nirdishta Satatvaya Vidyaya Swabhavike Samuthane Paramesh Ichha Matrata Ghatite Mita Siddhinya Bhavini Sahaje Samujmajjane Khe Bodhagamane Charati Iti Khechari Mudra Abhivyajjate. When the seeker is thus wanting nothing but the truth, to him the truth is revealed by the grace of the God. That's what I told you. Up to the Pashyanti Vani, there is an effort on the part of the seeker. Thereafter, it is the divine grace. Thereafter, our efforts have zero value. Because efforts are the obstacles. Swabhavike, that natural glide in the absolute doesn't happen. So, when Swabhavike Samuthane Paramesha Ichha Matra Ghatite. So, if it is happening, it is only because of the divine grace, and therefore, there is no possibility of a sense of achievement in the life of a seeker. Achievement is possible when something is achieved by our effort. Here it's very clear. It's not our efforts. Up to a limit, yes. Beyond that, His will. And when we thus start surrendering in the real sense, then He takes possession of. So, Sahaje Samunmajjane Khe Bodhakagane Charati. Now, when one is thus abiding in this effortlessly, Charati, he moves in the Bodha Gagane. Gagana is the space, Bodha is the experience. He is abiding in this experience wherein no differences are valid for any reason. See, Kha means space, K means in the space, Charati moves. This is what, there are three spaces. One is the gross space where we are on. This is called as the Bhuta Akash. Anything that is moving in this gross space cannot touch the gross space. So as the gross space remains untouched, undisturbed by anything that is supported by the gross space, in the same manner, the seeker in his first stage is one with the Bhuta Akash, And then none of the waking world, waking experiences ever create a dent on him. Like whether there are volcanoes or tsunamis, they cannot touch the space. In the same manner, none of the waking experiences ever disturb this yogi. This is the first Khechari mudra. Mudra, muda is the dhatu. Muda means happiness. Modaka. From muda, the noun has become moda. Ghai pratyay. So when muda, moda, moda, pramoda. Ra means to move. Mudra means that which is moving in bliss. Khechari mudra, he who is moving in bliss like the space, allows everything to be, and yet nothing can disturb the space. This is first stage Khechari mudra. Such a master has conquered his waking experiences. Mr. Waker is conquered. The second bondage that we are is the dreamer, the subtle body. So, second is the Chittakasha. Chittakasha, let any kind of thoughts come and go. Nothing disturbs us. So, any experience. So, with reference to the world, they are objects. No object, present or absence, can make any difference to us. Second, from the object, experiences are gathered, joy or sorrows. Those experiences do not bother us. The third stage, it is Chidakasha. In Chidakasha, he is Mr. Waker, dreamer, deep sleeper. So, the tragedies of the waker, the achievements of the dreamer, and the loss of the deep sleeper, none of them ever touch the conscious space, the Chidakasha. He who is moving in this Khechari mudra, he is abiding in conscious blissful existence. Let there be waking, dream, or deep sleep. He doesn't belong to these three planes of consciousness. This is Shivavastha. See, friends, Vidya Samuthane Swabhavike Khechari Shivavastha. Kidrushi Khechari Shivasya Chinnathasya Avasthatu Sambandhini Avastha Swananda Uchchalalata Rupa. What is the experience of this Khechari Avastha? Shivasya Chinnathasya, who is the boss of the Chit, the consciousness. See? That pure, absolute, conscious, blissful existence, that avastha, that experience, Sambandhani avastha, Swananda Uchchala Lata Rupa. So it is an experience of an ecstasy of blissful existence. See? Now this is what is the real meaning of Khechari avastha. Natu, not this one. What is said in the yoga? What is said here? Badva padmasanam yobhi nabha vekshareshwaram nyase dandakaram tu tavan naityavrutta khatrayam nigruyya tatra tatturnam prerayet khatrayeshu etam badva mahayogi khe gatim pratipadyate. Sit in a padmasan, back should be straight, and then the yogi should contemplate on the three Shaktis, that is the Ida Pingala and the central one Sushumna, and then he conquers them And when this is practiced for a long period of time, the yogi is able to walk in the space. Khe space chari, the one who can walk in the space. Here it is very clearly said, khechari has nothing to do walking in the space. Because that is also a siddhi. Suppose you can walk in the space, what next? Where will you go? Pata hi nahi, ghum rahe. Is that achievement in life? See friends, therefore the real meaning of the khechari mudra is this: living as consciousness in and through all the experiences of waking, dream and deep sleep. Now what will be that experience? Like the space remains untouched by any one of the contents of the space. The contents of the gross space is the gross world, the waking experience. The content of the chittakasha, the mental space, is the thoughts. And the content of the chidakasha is the jagra, swapna, sushupti. In and through all the experiences, when our experience remains unbroken, sadanande chidakashe maya megastradin manaha ahanta garjanam tatra dhara sarohi yattamaha maha mohandakaresmin devo varshati leelaya asmin srishtehe viramaya prabodhaika samiranaha. In the conscious existence, in the space of conscious existence, there is a cloud of Maya, and which is throwing various kinds of rains, torrential rains, and in that there is lightning of the mind and the thunder of the ahankar. See how beautiful it is. And this ahankar is engaged continuously in lots and lots of activities, and as a result gathers more and more problems. To get out of this chaotic experience, prabodha eka samiranaha. So when the winds come, the clouds are taken away and there is a cleanliness in the space. In the same manner, the winds of prabodha, experience of the absolute, alone can take away the illusion of the Maya. See Maharaj, this is khechari mudra. Iti evam samsthana visheshana rupapi param gati metyartha bhavena kulumargena nityasha charate sarvajantunam khechari nama sasmrta. Therefore that which includes everything and excludes nothing. See? Living in that experience all the time, that is what is called as the khechari mudra. Such a person alone is Spande tu mantra virya swarupa nirupadena eva mudra virya sangrahitam. In the Spanda Shastra also it is said, Yada kshobaha praliyeta tada syat paramam padam. When all the disturbances born out of the contents are totally quietened and thereafter no disturbance is ever recorded, living in that undisturbed state like the space. Space remains undisturbed by whatever is happening in the space. And that is our real nature. You don't have to do anything. Like eyes remain undisturbed whatever color and forms are seen. The ears remain undisturbed by whatever sounds good or bad are heard. The mind remains undisturbed by whatever thoughts come and go. Similarly, the conscious space, the Chidakasha, remains undisturbed. Whether there is a waking or dream experience, nothing is added to the Chidakash. If it is a deep sleep experience, there is no loss. That experience of Purnamadaha Purnamidam, that is the Khechari Mudra. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate